Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to talk about the concept of Java programming structure. So this is the theoretical programming structure of the Java language. Okay, so if you take a Java program, so the Java program has its own structure, right? So that structure we are going to defining here. So that is nothing but if you take a program, there are certain steps. Okay, so there are certain steps to do a program. So to understanding these programming structure of the Java language, okay, so this is the general structure of our Java programming language. Okay, let us talk in detail information about this. So before understanding this information, let us take one example for easy understanding. We are going to take a house. So while taking a house, we have some kind of structure. Okay, so if you take a house, the structure will be like this. Let us take the example of structure of house. So first of all, while entering into the house, there is some kind of category 1. So this category 1 is nothing but while entering into the house, we need some kind of main gate. So main gate is necessary for every house. So maybe and might be this main gate is nothing but optional category. Okay, so if you have a main gate, no issue. And if some people are not using even main gate also. Okay, and after that, while entering to the next level of the house, some houses having dogs. Okay, so dogs means security. Okay, so this security is not necessary. It is also one kind of optional category. And similarly, after dogs, in the house, we have parking. Okay, so parking, some of the houses contains necessary, some of the houses contains optional. Okay, so similarly, after parking, we have some kind of garden. So this garden is also optional. So might be, maybe. Okay, so the garden might be or maybe, the garden is might be maybe available in the house. And after that, we have rooms. If you take a house, there are number of rooms are needed, but some bachelor rooms only one. So it is optional. And but if you take any kind of house, we need door. If you take a 1 room or 10 rooms or 100 rooms or any kind of hall, we need some essential one, that is nothing but door. Okay, so this is the essential. So this one we can call it as main class. Okay, so if you take a house, each and every part is required, but ultimate point is this one is mandatory. Remaining is like rooms, like garden, like parking, like dogs, like main gate, like swimming pool, like whatever you need, you have to install into the house. But the main thing is door is essential. In the similar manner, if you want to write a program in Java language, so main class is needed. And after that, the second important category is that is comes under the rooms. That is classes are required. So the Java language is completely based on classes and objects. Okay, and after that there is an interface case. So this interface is like garden. Okay, so this classes and interfaces we can develop the programs. And like import statement, in C language we are using hash. In the C language we are using like hash include. So it is looks like this import statement. And similar manner we have package statement. So this import statement contains APIs. So this APIs contains different type of packages, different kinds of classes, different type of interfaces, and it is used to define methods in our program. Okay, but you want to define user package, we need package statement, and ultimately documentation section. So that is like main gate. So like we are going to pass comments. So comments in our program comes under documentation category, right? So this is the way we can easily understand general structure of Java programming. Okay, so this is the theoretical structure. Let us talk in detail information each and every category. See, the first one comes under documentation category. So the document is nothing but, as we discussed, it is nothing but comment. So what is a comment? For example, you are in highway, you are driving car. Okay, so while driving highway, you are going to find out there some kind of boards like 5 kilometers away the destination, 5 kilometers away for the destination, or like there is a toll plaza after 500 meters. So there is a sharp curve. So like that, there are some kind of guidelines while driving a car. So similar manner, in a program, we have to understand each and every line or some important statement. We have to define comments. Okay, so comments are basic building blocks of a programmer. So comment is physically present, but logically it is absent. That means whenever you write a comment in a program, so this comment is ignored by the compiler, right? So this is the multi-line comment, and this is the documentation oriented comment, and this is nothing but single line comment. So comments are non-executable statements. Okay, so and as a good programmer, always recommended to define a comments. So this is the one of the good habit of the programmer. It is a good habit of programmer to define a comments in our language, right? Let us go for the second category. The second category is nothing but package statement. Package means user defined package. So whenever you want to define a user defined package, we have to use this statement. So this statement must be top of the program. After the comment, we have to define package. For example, as per our example, package and house. So we are going to write house is one kind of package, and it contains set of interfaces, set of classes, and each one is contains lot of methods. So these methods we are going to use to define our own program, own package. Okay, so this is nothing but package. A package consists of set of classes, and each package used to defining particular problem or program instruction as per your logic, right? So here package is one type of keyword, and this package name is user defined name, right? So this is the way we have to define packages in our Java programming. Package means user defined name which is associated with package keyword. Let us go for the import. Let us talk about import statement. So import statement is one of the important statement in our Java language, and here we are going to use this import statement as a hash defined statement, hash defined statement, or hash include statement. So in our C language, or C++ language, we must use hash include as a preprocessor or library, and this library is used to define lot of header files, and each header files contains set of functions, and each function we are going to use to define our programming style. So for example, we are using stdio.h. In the similar manner, we are going to use lang package. We have set of packages: lang package, util package, like awt package, applet package. So like that, we have a lot of packages in the Java language. These packages we can call it as API packages. So if you want to write a built-in method in your program, you must use this import statement. So this import statement is like hash including statement in our programming side, and how the syntax of the import will be like this. The syntax of import statement as follows. We are writing import followed by API. So here API is like Java dot we have to define package name. So the package name is lang is a package, and we have to mention class name. So this is the math is a class name. In place of math we can also define star. So that means this is also one type of syntax, like import API dot package name dot star. Star means what? Star means all the packages. So star means all the classes all the classes of this package, but here we are using only one class. Okay, so this math contains like sine, power, okay, like a tan, like a log, like that. There are different kind of methods like square root. Okay, so like that we have a lot of methods in the math. So with the help of these methods we are going to write a program in our Java language. So that is called as import statement in our Java language. Let us go for the next one. Let us talk about the interface statement. So what is an interface? So interface is nothing but one part of concept in our Java language. So interface is a keyword. With the help of this interface we are going to define interface name, and basically this interface contains set of abstract methods as well as final variables. Okay, so final variables means fixed variables. Those variables we are using in the abstract methods. So basically Java is not supporting multiple inheritance. Okay, with the help of these interfaces we can achieve the multiple inheritance. Okay, so this is the basic concept about the interface. We have a chapter, we have to discuss in detail information about the interfaces, right? As per concept this information is sufficient. Let us talk about the very important topic, that is nothing but class. So already we know that our Java program we are unable to write a program without classes. So without classes we are unable to write program, but classes are two types here. So the first one is we can call it as subclass, and the second one we can call it as main class. So here there is a main class. Main class is necessary to define any program in our Java language, but subclass we required as per our logic. Okay, so this is like as per our example, this is the door for any room or a room, but we have additional rooms in our home that gives a lot of space as well as a lot of freedom to do some kind of works in our home. In the similar manner, if you have a more classes in your Java program, that gives good kind of logic in our program. So we will talk in detail information about how to create the class, how to create the object, how to add a method. Okay, so how to define a constructor, like that. There are a lot of things in that classes. Okay, so here we are going to talk about what is a class. So already we know that there is a subclass as well as main class, but what is a class? A class is combination of instance variables as well as methods. Simply we can call it as properties and actions. Okay, properties are nothing but instance variables, actions are nothing but methods. So this is also one of the essential, but not 100%, it is a 95%, but the remaining category is main class. So this is a main class. Main class means if you write any program in our Java language, we needed this main class. So class is a keyword, main class is user defined name, it is a keyword, and public. So we must define public, because if you want to access any method in our Java language, that must be in public. Okay, static means, so a class and object is must in our Java program, but we are not creating any kind of object. So that is the reason we have to define static. And every method contains a return type. It may be int, it may be float, it may be double or anything, but default it is a void. Okay, and it has a one parameter. The parameter is args. So in place of arg you can write x, y, a, b, anything you can write. So it is one dimension array. It is used to store string data type, and here we are going to define a logic of a program. So this is the way we had to define the structure of Java language. So without this structure we are unable to write the program. So main class is necessary, but remaining each and every concept is required to define rich set of Java program. In real time we have to observe this kind of program structure theoretically as well as practically in our Java language. Okay, I hope you understand what the structure of Java language. So thank you for watching. Bye.